Ito yung para sa akin pinaka-major issue. Ito'y pakita ko lang sa inyo itong video 'no, sana hindi tayo copyrights. So, ni-review ko yung video na ginawa ni Tony Gonzaga na interview kay President Bongbong Marcos nung birthday niya nung September 13. So, kinuha ko yung part ng video na para sa akin ay mahalaga. Una, ang mapapanood nyo dito ay patungkol sa state tax ng mga Marcos na ito'y alam naman natin ay mga haka-haka at mga moro-moro na mga dilawan o mga anti-Marcos. Ang linaw-linaw ng sagot ni President Bongbong Marcos dito mga kababayan. Sana kung mapanood dito ng mga dilawan, mga anti-Marcos, pati si Carpio na number 1 niya ng Marites na yan, no? Kaya tinatawag kong Marites na yan, sana matauhan siya. Pangalawa, itong parte sa agriculture, nanindigan si President Bongbong Marcos na ito yung pinaka-importanting gusto niyang masolusyonan, itong agriculture dahil nga napabayaan na talaga at ayaw niya maghirap itong taong bayan. Tapos itong sa ICC, yung stand ni President Bongbong Marcos na parang gusto niyang hindi na siya sumali diyan sa ICC na yan dahil nga ay parang naging parang parang nangyayari kasi parang pakialamero na itong ICC na parang hindi na nagagawa ang kanilang mandato talaga. Yung pang-apat, no, last topic, eh itong patungkol sa ABSCBN, eh sinabi ni President Bongbong Marcos ay hindi naman niya hinaharang itong ABS-CBN kung basta maayos lang ng ABS-CBN ang kanilang violation kasi alam naman natin 'no, sa lihim at sa kahayag, aminin man nila at saka hindi ay talagang mayroon silang violation mga kababayan. So 'yan ang ipapakita ko sa iyo ngayon na video na aking, sinipi pagkatapos na review itong kanina. Mahaba-haba kasi halos, nasa 1 hour mahigit itong interview ni President Bongbong Marcos kay, Tony Gonzaga ay ito yung nakikita kong medyo importanteng, topic na para sa akin na ipapakita ko sa inyo. So ang video na ito, credit to ay Tony Gonzaga. Sana hindi tayo ma-copyright. Let's go, panoorin natin ito mga kababayan. Wait lang, ilalabas ko lang yung audio.
3 billion estate tax that they keep discussing in the news, in paper.
Yeah. Well, we are actually encouraging that this.
Ito'y panoorin mabuti ha. Sana panoorin ito ng mga dilawan, ni Carpio, at yung mga taong nakisawsaw dito. Sana matauhan na kayo dito sa state tax ng mga Marcos. Let's go.
Finally be resolved, because I don't want to make a legal opinion for which I am not qualified. But rather to say that we were never allowed to argue, because when this case came out, we were all in the United States. So when it was the time for us to answer, we had no chance to answer because we were nakakulong in Hickam Air Force Base in Hawaii. Now we are all here. Open the case and let us argue it, so that all of the things that we should have been able to say in 1987, 88, 89, that we were not able to say.
What did you want to say nung 86, 87, 88, 89?
Isa-isahin namin talaga yung sinasabi nilang property. Kasi hindi maliwanag ang pag-aari ng mga property na sinasabi atin. Sinasabi namin hindi amin yan. Huwag niyo kami tinatax dyan.
Paano po sila nag-come up ng 203 billion
Hindi ko
na
alam.
figure?
Basta pinagsama-sama lang nila kung ano-anong property. Eh yung karamihan doon, hindi talaga wala kaming kinalaman doon. In fact, pumirma na ako, ilang beses na ako.
Ano po ang plano niyo sa...
So yun, natapos yung diskusyon no, na tanong ni Tony Gonzaga patungkol sa state tax ng mga Marcos. Ang linaw ng sagot ni President Bongbong Marcos mga kababayan na itong ginawa pala ng mga halang na kaluluwa, mga alipores ni Cory Aquino ay pinagtatax pala yung mga Marcos kahit hindi naman pala sa kanila. Ultimo, sinabi ni President Bongbong Marcos, bakit hindi sa amin yan? Bakit hindi sa amin yan? Kunin nyo na, kunin nyo na. Hindi naman sa amin yan. Mga ganun. So, talagang napapanahon siguro para buksan itong kaso na ito para maliwanagan ng lahat. So, kitang-kita naman kasing katotohanan na panglilin lang ng mga anti-Marcos eh. Panglilin lang ang ginagawa nila mga kababayan kung babasihan natin yung pahayag ni President Bongbong Marcos. So, let's go tayo sa agriculture.
sektor na yun ng gobyerno?
It is such a big job, and the agricultural sector is so important that I thought, symbolically, may pakita ko, no, it's that important to me. Ako na yung humawa.
This is the priority.
This is a priority in this administration. Hanggat maayos ito yung gagawin. Ito yung hindi namin titigilan ito. Number one. And number two, it's just over the years, we really have to reorganize the entire value chain system of our agricultural production. Again, hindi. Ang ending talaga nitong lahat is cheap or at least affordable food for everybody. Na may bigas lahat, na may ulam lahat, hindi ba? Na meron tayong fisheries, meron tayong hog raiser, meron tayong broiler production, pati itlog, pinag-uusapan natin. In fact, maybe I can say it now, I'm going to initiate in our, at least for the government workers, the rice allowance. Nagbibigay part of the sweldo. Ang pagbayad is in rice. Para nakakatiyak tayo, everybody, every family will have rice. And this will be bought by the government, from the government, para makamura tayo, and the people do not have to buy it at the market price. Now, we don't want to put the rice producers out of business. On the contrary, what's going to happen is magkakaroon ng demand. Kasi bibili ng marami yung gobyerno eh. And then we'll talk to other corporations. Marami na naman din sa malalaking korporasyon, meron na silang rice allowance eh. So we'll institutionalize it. So at the very least, meron tayong ganun. This is life and death, and the people are living very close to the subsistence level. And we have to pull ourselves out of that. They should not be at the subsistence level. They should not be spending 60, 70, 80% of their income on food. That's far, far, far too much. They have nothing left for anything else. They cannot send their children to school. They cannot pay for the electricity, the water, all of these things that they need to pay for. So that's really the scope of the problem. And that's the way I see it.
We were talking about the rice. Isa po yan sa diniscuss ninyo nung campaign na ang aspiration nyo ay maibaba ito sa 20 pesos, hindi ho ba?
There's a way to do it, but it'll take a while. We have to return NFA to its old function. Not so much importation, but really the buying, and then even actually now we can already do it, but it's a little short term. We sell the buffer stock that we have in NFA. We can sell it at 20 pesos, but that's not really realistic. We have to bring the actual price down. And that's why I am hoping that at the end of all that we are doing, and when I say at the end, I'm not talking about tomorrow, I'm talking about
3 years.
maybe, hopefully, if we do it right, in a couple, 3 years, that we'll get there. If we pag mabuo natin yung value chain and we make savings at every step, we might start, and then the world market will slowly be better. We might just make it to 20 pesos, but it's a long road there. It's not going to be
Is
easy.
it possible?
Everything's possible. Just have to work very hard at it and be clever about it and come up with new ideas and be creative about what are the things that you're able to do. That's why, in my view, I talk about transforming our economy.
You issued a statement where you said that you have no plans in rejoining the ICC.
Yeah.
So yan mga kababayan nyo, napakinggan yung statement o pahayag o mga sagot ni President Bongbong Marcos sa tanong ni Tony Gonzaga. Napakaganda yung sagot niya, lalo na dun sa pahayag ni President Bongbong Marcos na hindi niya papayagan yung mga Pilipino na mag-spend o gumastos ng 70 to 80% para sa pagkain lamang. Totoo naman eh. Kasi tayo kung gumagastos tayo, yung sinasahod natin ay napunta lahat sa pagkain, ay wala nang matitira talaga mga kababayan. Tama yung pananaw ni President Bongbong Marcos na ang mangyari diyan kung ang ginagastos natin sa pagkain araw-araw ay nasa 70%, ay ang matitira mga kababayan para halos hindi ka na nga makabayad ng kuryente at saka tubig. So wala ka nang pang sa mga anak mo. So ang susunod na video ay yung tanong ni Tony Gonzaga patungkol naman ito sa ICC mga kababayan. Let's go, panoorin natin ulit.
Why?
I don't see any reason why we should. The ICC, very simply, is supposed to take action when a country no longer has a functioning judiciary, has no longer some the organs of states, the police, etc.
Tama?
And that condition does not exist in the Philippines. So I do not see what role ICC is going to play here in the Philippines. Think about it. We will allow them to come in and investigate and then tell us who to arrest. Mag-imbestiga sila rito. Tutulungan natin sila mag-imbestiga. Oh, bakit ito pagkatapos ng investigation, sasabihin, ikulong ninyo si ganito, ikulong ninyo si ganyan.
What will make you change your mind?
To join the ICC, there's no need for them to come into the Philippines. Maybe if the whole system collapses, if the judiciary, kung magkagera tayo dito, walang judiciary, walang gobyerno na talagang gumagana, walang police, walang then yun, kailangan natin sila. The alleged crimes were all committed in the Philippines. They were all committed by Filipinos. Why will we need a foreigner to tell us how to deal with it? I don't think we do. I don't think we need. We were just talking about one of the most brilliant lawyers in the world that I know. Si JP, you need people to replace him? They're better than him? I don't think so.
What can you say about the human rights advocates condemning your decision about the ICC?
I do not see why it's a violation of human rights. It is a question of jurisdiction and sovereignty. The accusations are crimes against human rights, but nonetheless, the method by which we apply and enforce that law is what is really in question and when we join or not join the ICC.
Do you think there is a chance
So, yan yung mga kababayan, no? Yun ang pahayag ni President Bongbong Marcos sa interview niya patungkol sa ICC. Tama yung pananaw ni President Bongbong Marcos, bakit sila nahimasok sa atin, no? Sabi niya nga, tutulungan natin sila mag-imbestiga, mamaya sasabihin na ikulong mo dyan, ikulong mo si ganito. At saka tama yung pananaw niya, dapat yung ICC kasi papasok lang yan kung yung system natin ay collapse na. Halimbawa, hindi na gumagana yung justice system natin. Doon lang yung papasok yung ICC na yan. Pero ngayon kasi hindi natin maintindihan Nakapokus itong ICC na ito sa war on drug. Only war on drug. Yan ang obserbahan ko. Parang sa dating kasi itong ICC, parang hirap lang sabihin Parang alam niyo na siguro ang ibig ko sabihin. Bakit doon sila nakatutok sa war on drug lang? Diba? Let's go to the last topic mga kababayan, itong interview ni Tony Gonzaga sa ABSCBN.
for
Ay patungkol pala sa ABSCBN Wait lang. Okay.
ABS-CBN to get its franchise under the Marcos administration?
Again, I have not changed my position, ever. The question about the ABS-CBN franchise is really about some of the violations, some of the problems that they have encountered during the hearings and in the investigation in the House of Representatives. And so long as those are attended to and those are resolved, then there's no reason actually for the Committee on Franchises in the House to deny them a franchise. Again, my view and my opinion and my position is that so long as all of those issues that were brought up during the hearings and investigation in the House of Representatives have been attended to and have been resolved, I know that the suspicion is that it's always because of the political positions that they took, which is against PRRD. The actual technical reasons are the issues that were found during the hearings in the House.
So yan.
Billion estate tax.
So yan, medyo nabalik na tayo. Pero yan mga kababayan, nagtatapos na tayo sa ating video. So yan, ang unang intro natin yung about sa estate tax, pangalawa ay agriculture, ang pangatlo itong ICC, pangapat yung ABSCBN. So ang pinakamaganda doon na makukuha ng leksyon itong unang topic patungkol sa estate tax ng mga Marcos. Sana napulot na nakakuha ng aral itong mga anti-Marcos patungkol sa sagot ni President Bongbong Marcos na parang anong nangyari para sa akin, parang ginuguyo yung taong bayan ng mga anti-Marcos. Binibrainwash tama yung sinasabi na hindi ko na babanggitin, yung sinasabi ni Ella na gano'n, 'di ba? Kasi kung babasihan natin, parang ang nangyayari pala yung kaya lumobo yung tax ng mga Marcos ay kung ano-ano palang pinagsasaksak nila, ichina-charge nila sa tax ng mga Marcos na hindi naman pala talaga sa kanila. So, nandun yung pangguguyo, mga kababayan. Ginagamit at talagang itong si sarap baliktarin ng sikmura. Itong si nasa Amerika na ngayon nagtatago, itong dating PCGG, 'di ba? Dapat buwagin na yung PCGG, basura pala yan pag ganyan mga kababayan. Yan ay pugad ng mga kasinungalingang imbento laban sa mga Marcos. Yung hanggang dyan na lang yung ating video mga kababayan. Ang video na ito sana hindi tayo maka-copyright at kikredit natin to kay Tony Gonzaga sa kanyang interview kay President Bongbong Marcos noong September 3 mga kababayan nung birthday ni President Bongbong. So maraming salamat at huwag niyong kalimutan i-follow, i-subscribe itong ating page at huwag niyong kalimutan mag-send ng star kung nakakarating kayo sa bahagi nito. Maraming salamat.